Hello and welcome to Move It, Move It, a program brought to you by the Children's Department at the Carnegie Public Library in Washington Courthouse, Ohio. My name is Noelle and I'll be doing the Move It, Move It program with you this summer. This program is designed to get kids moving and stretching in all different kinds of ways, not just one particular way, and just to have some fun. So today, in our Move It, Move It program, we're going to be playing a game of dice. Now, you may be wondering that in the game of dice, you don't really move. Well, in this dice game, you do, because it is yoga dice. And here I have the dice in front of me, okay? There are 3 dice that have different yoga poses on them, okay? So as you can see here, this is one of my favorites, child's pose, right? Let's see. We also have this pose, cow. Also, we do cat-cow with it usually, so there's that one. And then we also have like this one right here, forward fold, standing forward fold. All right. So we have 3 dice that have all different yoga poses on them. And then we have an action dice. And this dice will tell you, it has different symbols, and each symbol has a different action you do along with it. So when you play the game, as you do with dice, you roll the dice, and then you see what it is that you have to do based on what you roll. All right, so let's get started. So you'll do the poses with me as I roll the dice, and we'll see what happens, okay? So let me scoot back. What you want to do to get ready for the game is you want to make sure you have plenty of room. So push your table out of the way, push your training table out of the way, push your blocks out of the way, give yourself plenty of room, and then also take your shoes off and your socks off so that your feet can feel the ground beneath you. Helps with your balance, all right? So let's see what the dice tell us. All right, so let me show you what the dice rolled, or what I rolled. We've got this number 1 with an exclamation mark, and that is choose just one pose to do. So in this round, we only have to do one of the poses, okay? I'll put it right here, see if you can see it. All right, then the poses are that one, which is like a lotus pose. Okay, so we have a lotus pose to choose from. We have like a tree pose to choose from. Or my favorite, the child's pose to choose from, right? So, which one should we choose? I'm thinking that since it's our first pose, we do one that's a little bit more of a challenge. So let's do our tree pose. So we're going to do that one. So go ahead and stand up with me. Can you see me? I'll have to stand way back here. Hello. All right, so for tree pose, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure our feet are just a little bit apart, or hip width apart, right? We're going to settle into the ground, wiggle your toes, all right? And you want to spread them out so you can feel nice and grounded, standing tall like a tree. So pick which leg you want. You can choose your right or your left, and to be the trunk and your roots into the ground. The other leg you're going to pick up, okay, and you can keep it here at your ankle, right? You can do it a little bit higher on your calf, or even a little bit higher on your thigh. And you may start to feel a little bit wobbly. That's okay. If you need to put your foot down, you can. When you find a spot that you like, I'm going to leave it right there. You can bring your hands together at heart center. You can stretch them out wide. You can even bring them up over your head, whichever you prefer, wherever you feel balanced. And we're going to hold this pose for 3 seconds. All right, and while we're doing that, we're going to take our 3 big breaths together. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Whoop, see, I had to put my foot down? That's okay. Here we go. Breath number 1. All right, that was tree pose and round 1 of our yoga dice game. Let's roll the dice again and see what we get. Okay, so in this one, our action dice tells us to say something nice about the person next to us. All right, so we'll save that one. That was that one. We also have, for our poses, we have this one, which looks kind of like a little frog, right? Getting ready to jump. All right. We have that one, which is kind of like a cobra pose with your legs up in the back, right? So we'll do that one. And then finally we have our forward fold, our standing forward fold. So we're gonna put all these together, and then at the end we'll say something nice about the person standing next to us. All right? So let's go ahead and come up into a standing position as we get ready to do our standing forward fold. All right, so I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me. Okay, and for the standing forward fold, just have your feet just a little bit apart. Okay, and I want you to take a deep breath, and then when you let your breath out, fall forward. And what's nice about this pose, you could just let your body hang, right? Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. And we're gonna hold this for 3 breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Very good. Now, when you come up, I want you to bend your knees slightly and then just roll up. And your head is the last thing to come up. Awesome. All right, let's see what will be our next pose to do. So we did the standing forward fold, so we'll put that one over there. We have the kind of modified cobra and then also the frog one. So what we'll do is we'll do the frog one first, and then we'll do our cobra. So what we're gonna do now is come back up to standing. We're gonna spread our legs apart, kind of turn your toes out, right? And you're gonna come into a deep squat. Now, if you can, just put your hands on the floor, just like that. All right? Now, if you can, reach your hands around your feet. You can do that pose too. But if you want, you can just keep them straight down. Now, we'll hold this pose for 3 breaths. Ready? Good job. All right, so let's see what our last one is, which is that cobra one. So we did the frog one, right? We'll put our little stack right there. What's next? Our modified cobra. All right, so here we are. We're gonna come into cobra by laying on our bellies, okay? Or coming onto all fours. We'll start here, okay? And then what I want you to do is push up. So your legs are straight, okay? You may know this one. This is a very popular yoga move, the down dog, downward facing dog, okay? Then we're gonna come down into plank. You're like a big board here. And then go ahead and drop your knees. We're gonna come all the way down to the floor. Now what I want you to do is with your arms, flap your arms, flap, 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 by your side. You're gonna push up. Just your upper part of your body. Now, if you need to stay like that, that's okay. If you can make your arms straight, that's okay too. Now in our dice, they want you to bend your legs up. If you can do that, great. You do what feels comfortable to you. Okay? So you can bend your legs up. Now we'll hold this for 3 breaths. Ready? All right, let's let those legs down. Now let your top down. And you did it. You did the modified cobra. Awesome. We have one more round of yoga dice to play. So let's find out what we roll. Here we go. Last roll. Oh, yay. Oh, we didn't say something nice about the person standing next to us, huh? Because last time we got the heart. So we were going to say something nice about the person standing next to us. Probably the most important part of the game, right? So I would like to say to you, thank you for coming to check this program out. Move It, Move It. We'll be doing something different every single time. So if today's thing wasn't really your thing, check it out next time because it'll be something different. If you like today's program about yoga and stretching and twisting and just moving, there's a great program that you can find on YouTube called Cosmic Yoga, and that's really fun for kids, and she does a great job. Definitely check it out. So that's my nice thing to you. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you are here with me. All right, so for our next round, we rolled a star, which means that we can invent our whole new pose of our own. So a star. We also rolled child's pose, right, which is one of my favorites. We also rolled the cow pose. We often do that with cat, so maybe we'll do some cat-cow there. And we rolled the eagle pose, which is a standing balance pose, kind of like tree that we did in the beginning. All right, so I think we will do it in that order, starting from the top and going down. We'll start with the eagle, then we'll go to cat-cow, and then we'll end in child's pose. All right, so when you're ready, go ahead and stand up. Okay, so here we are standing up. We're going to do our eagle pose. In this pose, just like our tree pose, you want to have your feet just a little bit apart. Wiggle your toes. Spread them out so that you feel nice and stable, right? They're like your roots, all right? You're going to pick one leg, just like we did during tree pose, to balance on. So I'm going to pick this leg to balance on, okay? And I'm going to take my other leg and just wrap it around. Just wrap it around. Then I'm going to take my arms, okay? And I'm going to bring one in. Then I'm going to put the other one on top of that. And then I'm going to turn my hands in. And I'm going to bend my knees so I'm kind of like sitting down. And this is the eagle pose. And we'll hold this for 3 breaths. All right, I'm gonna untwist my hands, lift my arm over the other, open them up, stand up, straight, and untwist my legs. And there you have it, there was the eagle pose. Next, we're gonna do cat-cow. So we're gonna come down onto our hands and knees, okay? And for cat-cow, I'm gonna make sure my arms are right under my shoulders. Okay, so for cow, we're gonna arch our back, moo, and cat, we're gonna round out the back. Meow. Okay, can you do that with me? Ready? We're gonna moo and meow. So cow and cat. And we're going to do this through 3 breaths. So we're going to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, last time, exhale. And there you have it, cat cow. Our last one of my favorites, is child's pose. And what we're gonna do is come back onto our knees, okay? And we're going to put our forehead down on the ground, okay? You wanna spread those knees apart. I'll face you this way. You can put your arms behind you, or you can actually put your arms out in front of you to get a nice stretch in your back. And we're gonna do this through 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And that's child's pose. That one always feels good at the end of a yoga program. All right, now we still have our start to do, which is to make up your own pose. So I want you, if you've watched this Move It program, to make up your own yoga pose. Take a picture and send it to me. You can post it here on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page, our channel. Probably Facebook would be the best place if you are watching it there. So go ahead and take a picture, snap it, and put it up there so I can see the yoga pose that you created all on your own. All right, so I hope you enjoyed Move It, and I will see you next time for a different game and a different style of moving. I'll see you then. Thanks.